Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportBikeTrackGear.com. Today we're going to do a review on the Forma Phantom race boots. Okay, these have been out for a minute. For whatever reason, they didn't hit my radar till we were at Mid-Ohio. We were pitted pretty close to our newest employee, Avery Dreyer, 2023 Moto America Junior Cup champ. And Avery is supported by Forma, and he's racing in their boots, and he had a new pair shipped to the track, and I checked them out. I'm like, how did I miss these, man? So I ordered a pair, and we're going to do the review today. These are available in two different models. They're available in the Flow model, which is the perforated ones that we're going to show you here today, and the non-perforated. They're selling for $379, which for, a premium level race boot is a very fair price. All the other stuff is pretty much in that $500 plus range right now. This offers a good alternative to that. Please understand, we don't update videos or pricing changes only when the product itself has been completely redesigned. So let's begin with sizing too, because that's an area where we can, I think, really help you out. I wear a 12 US shoe. My feet lean a little to the wide end of the spectrum. 46 euro per their size chart equates to a 12 US. What do you know? I got a great fit right out of the box. They fit great. The width is great. My feet could have even been they didn't feel sloppy or anything, but they're going to require very little break-in because the width was like right where it needed to be. And I think a rider with maybe even a little bit wider feet, you could get them, and you're going to get that little bit of break-in. They're going to stretch as needed. So it's going to be a good option for riders that if you're leaning to the wide end of the spectrum, this is going to be a good option for you for sure. Initial comfort, I feel like, these, they're going to take a minute. You're going to want to walk around in them a little bit, ride in them a few times to really get them dialed in, to get them to that spot where we all want them to be, where they're nice and flexible, and you just kind of stop noticing, right, that you're wearing a new pair of boots. Talked to Avery about it. That doesn't take very long at all. It's just something that I noticed right out of the box. Quality of this product too. These are actually produced in Romania, which is kind of interesting because I feel like everything else in the universe is produced in China. They do a great job over there for sure too. And Pakistan is now the new emerging place, but it's a European company, and they're producing these in Romania. There's a lot of footwear that's been produced in Romania over the years, so you get some additional craftsmanship there. Features and benefits with this boot. Alloy replaceable toe slider. Little alloy replaceable slider there, and on the heel. The reason they're using the alloy pieces is they simply just slide easier on the pavement. Like, let's say that you happen to have a crash and you're sliding along like that. These pieces just move along the pavement easier. They're hard to wear through. Helps to maybe prevent catching and sending you to a tumble. Plus, they also look pretty cool. Moto-specific sole. Reinforcement, of course, in the toe box. Reinforced heel cup, lateral ankle stability, right, through this hinge system here on both sides of the boot, and that's something you want to see for a focused race boot, is that it's hard to fold from side to side. Good lateral ankle stability built into it. Crush-proof sole, it's super important. Like, I couldn't push hard enough on that to fold it. It's really important with any moto-specific footwear that you're going to have that crush-proof sole. The reason behind it is in the event of a crash, if the motorcycle happens to land on your foot like that, you need it to have enough stability that it prevents the boot from being crushed, which would in turn crush your foot, which would be very painful and would take a long time to heal. So it's super important with moto footwear that you have that crush-proof sole. And what they do in the area where it needs to flex, they just kind of thin that out just a little bit, right, the reinforcement, so that you're still able to walk in it, and as it breaks in, that it flexes really easily in that area. Impact protection up here in the shin. You can see all the perforation in this boot. This one's going to move a ton of air. It's going to keep your dogs nice and comfortable. The material, this is all a microfiber upper, boots are done with that instead of leather. It's basically a synthetic leather. It's just a better material for boot making. It holds up much better than standard leather boots would. It's not a cheaper material. It's just the right material for boots. All the brands use it. You'll see on the inside of the boot too, to interact with a motorcycle, they have this kind of grippy layer right here, right? So it's going to interact nicely with the bike, just kind of help you hold on a little bit. With the exterior hinges, everything is really contoured toward to really prevent this from catching on the rear sets, right? You can see that definitely takes steps towards that. That's important. Shifter pad, this is the brake boot we're showing you. They put it on both sides for symmetry. They put a pad over that area to help mitigate excess wear in that area. Entry, exit, and adjustment. Motocross style adjuster up here at the top of the calf. Got a little gator around the top. Zipper. This YKK zips. And then we have an internal lacing system. This is super nice, right? It's very basic. We've been seeing this type of system used for years in boots to help dial in the fit. It's got a speed lace. You just pull up on it, push down, locks in place. To release it, grab the two sides, pull up. This helps you really customize the fit of the boot. I found it to be very effective with this boot. It works great. Entry and exit. With this, you want to make sure the laces are opened up good so you can get your foot in. It's a little harder to get in for sure if those are closed off, right? So make sure you open it up before you slide it on. Your foot's going to go in nice and easy. To pull off, obviously undo the lacing system, spread the top ones apart, your foot's going to come right out. Something else that I think is noteworthy is their insole. You can see that instead of this being like, hey, this is just a flat piece of foam and somebody cut it in the shape of the footbed, this is purpose built. The material is firmer than you're going to find. Like say you pull the insoles out of your tennis shoes and those are just super soft, right? And they're there to enhance comfort. These are there to enhance feel, right? So it's a firmer thing. Perforations to maintain some air pocket, airflow down there. You can see that they have those cutouts. They're aligned with the holes on the top. Here in the arch, it's raised up a little bit. Contours around the heel. Find the perforations, little airflow channels back there in that area as well. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Forma's definitely taken steps to dial this footwear in. And with a race boot, feel is going to be more important than walking around comfort for sure. So I think that insole makes a whole lot of sense. We've been selling Forma boots for a long time. It's a quality brand. When I look at these and say I put them up against a Super Tech R that sells for a lot more, you're really close here, right? You're super close. One of the differences of the Super Tech R, it uses that whole internal booty system. They are super comfortable, like right out of the gate. With that, maybe a little bit less feel, but there is more walking around comfort. I think what Forma's aiming at here is, especially once this boot is broken in, having something that offers more feel on the foot pegs, offering you a great deal of protection, right? All the impact and ankle stability you would need, and getting it done at a more reasonable price, which is important. Nothing's getting any cheaper, that's for sure. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments section of this video. I answer all that stuff myself. I'm always here to help you choose the right boots for your next ride.